In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to find products to sell on Amazon using ChatGPT. This is very easy to do. It's a very easy method to learn how to use. The more ways that you find products to sell on Amazon, the better. It's best to not just focus in on one way. These are 3 to 4 simple questions that I use in ChatGPT to start my product research. And I start off on a broad point of view, and then I narrow down and kind of do like a process of elimination. The first question I want to ask is, what are the top 10 product niches being sold on Amazon this year so far? As it spits out, there's these 10 different top categories. Keep in mind that I want to do process of elimination. The first thing I think of is I want to limit product returns. I don't want to sell a product that's going to yield high returns. And so second, I'm going to ask, from these categories, can you remove the top 5 categories that will likely yield the highest returns? Sure. Here's 5 categories. And that is so true. Anything that involves electronics that requires a lot of putting together, those are going to yield in higher returns. It's just the nature of the beast. I'm left with toys and games, books and media, sports and outdoors, pet supplies, home improvement, and tools. Next, I ask what subcategories within the pet supplies, or you pick any of these subcategories, would be good to sell on Amazon. And then it spits out 10 different subcategories that I can look for products to sell, which is perfect. You can go a step further and say, what do you suggest are the top 3 subcategories to sell private label products? And there's the start of the conversation. Like, there's where I want to start doing product research. When I go to Helium 10, instead of wanting to search for keywords, which is probably the most common way to find products to sell on Amazon, I actually want to search for products. And why that is because in this products tab, I can search by category and by subcategory. With keywords, you can search by category, but you can't search by subcategory. So this is like a really cool feature. So if I go down to pet supplies, and if I click this arrow, this is really cool because I've never used this method much until the last couple months. I can search specifically by subcategory. Then if I go back to ChatGPT, it's suggesting pet grooming supplies, health and wellness products, and pet toys. I want to go back in here and let's see. Here's grooming, toys. I suggest focusing on one subcategory at a time. I want to start off with toys within this subcategory of dogs within the pet supplies. Next, I want to use these filters just a little bit. First, I want to max my review count by 300. That will just limit how much competition I'm trying to compete with. Let's say you're a new seller. You don't want to be selling a product that has a super high review count because it's just going to take a lot longer to get onto page 1 and to yield more organic sales. Next, I would want to come to fulfillment and click FBA. Next, the price point. This really is dependent on how much capital, how much money you have. For starters, you want to start off with $15 to $50. A rule of thumb, as far as, let's say you're thinking, well, how much is it going to cost for me to fund any kind of product? Think of 30% of the selling price times how many units you want to order. Let's say you're selling a product for $15. On average, it's going to cost about $5 to buy and ship it. And let's say you want to start off with 20 units. So 20 times 5, that's going to be $100 that you're going to spend to fund that order. Anyways, monthly revenue, $3,000 to $20,000. And then I want to search. Also, if this video is helpful to you at all, I invite you to like, comment down below, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. As you come in here and you can click show advanced product details, here's a couple things you can do. First is you can customize all the information on here. So if I wanted to, I could display all of these tabs, all of these columns, but you don't need all that information. It kind of gets confusing. So I want you to have price, monthly revenue, monthly sales, reviews, and sales to reviews. Next, if I ever wanted to go back and edit the filters that I just filled out, I can come back in here, which is pretty nice. Okay, so as I look through these products, what you can do is filter by highest monthly revenue to the lowest, because what that usually gives you is it gives you products that are naturally selling incredibly well for how many reviews that they have, which is relatively low. For example, this guy, they're selling this dog toy and they're doing about $20,000 a month in sales and they only have 53 reviews. That is huge. And so as you come through here, I want you to look for products that perceive as good private label products. What that means is, for example, this right here, Flirt Pole for Dogs, Chase, that looks really, really enticing, and I think that that's a really good potential product. As you click any product, before you deem it as a winner, you need to, one, verify search demand, verify, how many people are searching for this product, and you need to like really nail down the keywords that they are selling this product under, because that's going to help you actually create a overall product offer around a specific keyword, around a specific demand. Next, what I want to do is, if I scroll down here and if I click keywords, it's going to pull up all of the keywords this product is being indexed for, which is super helpful. Now I can know and figure out exactly how this seller is getting the sales that he is getting. What sponsored keywords is he using? What keywords is he being ranked for organically? Then I know if I want to sell this product, I know exactly keywords to target. It's pretty simple. So right off the bat, it shows a 994 filtered keywords. I don't have time to go through all of these. And so I'm going to hit customize, deselect all of them. And I want to just look at Cerebro IQ score, search volume, CPR, competing products, sponsored ASINs, organic rank, and sponsored rank. Then I want to come up here to these filters, and I'm going to filter out all of the keywords besides the keywords that he's being ranked for organically on page 1 through spots 1 through 60. Typically that's like page 1. Apply. I have 148 keywords that this seller is being ranked for organically on page 1. So now I can limit down to figure out what exactly is the main keyword. Every product has at least one main keyword that consumers are searching for to buy that product. And then that's like the tree trunk. And then as branches and leaves go out, those are other little keywords. For example, I can, let me just illustrate this better. I found it right here. Flirt pole for dogs. That is the main keyword that people are searching for on Amazon. Why? Because if I filter by highest search volume to lowest, that's this product. It has 8,000 searches a month. Perfect. It has a incredibly good IQ score. This is a really good product. I'm excited about this. But then there might be people searching for flirt pole for dogs, heavy duty. That's kind of like a branch off, or dog catcher pole, or flirt pole for dogs, large. You know what I mean? So now I know that if I want to sell this product, the first keyword in my title should and needs to be flirt pole for dog. Because if I can get on to page 1 for this keyword specifically, there are 8,000 people a month searching for it, and they would buy that in a second. If I want to go back to my product workbook, the last thing I have, and I recommend, using an Excel sheet, something like this, flirt pole for dogs. It has about 8,000 searches a month. I forgot the average revenue. You want to look at the search volume, average revenue, average review count, average price point, and then the CPR. CPR is really just another way of saying estimated number of units that need to be sold over 8 days. It's just another way of saying how competitive is this product? How hard will it be to get onto page 1? Before I deem this as like a complete winner and I move forward and create a listing, find suppliers, what I like to do and what I suggest doing is looking on page 1 for this product, but looking at the profitability calculator, getting a rough idea, getting like just an idea on what the profitability is like. And let's just use this guy that we already have. You're going to go up to your Helium 10 extension. I don't think you could see this because I'm doing a screen share, but if I click the extension and if I scroll down to profitability calculator, then it's going to pull up what Helium 10 estimates the product cost and the shipping cost is going to be. Why this is so crucial is right now in today's day and age, FBA fees are like so confusing. They're not really confusing, but they tend to change over time. They change depending on your product weight. They change depending on your product category. And so you don't have time to go to Amazon Seller Central and look up what size tier is yours, what category. Like, you just need instant information to deem a product good or not, depending on what the fees are. And when you use this profitability calculator, Helium 10 pulls up all of that information instantly because they have this product width, length, and height and weight. And so therefore my FBA fees are $10 per unit, depending on its weight. And then the referral fee, which is basically Amazon is quote unquote referring you customers, and that's $3 per order, $3.60. But here's what I want to get to. Helium 10 estimates that the product cost is $4.80 and that it's 66 cents to ship. Is this completely accurate 100%? Most of the time, no, but it's close. What I look for is I look at the profit margin. Eventually, I want a product that yields at least a 30% profit margin. But because you could probably go to Alibaba and find a supplier with a better price point, and the 19% is good enough for me because if I go onto Alibaba and I actually figure out that this product only cost me $3.50, instantly my profit margin goes up by 25%. You have to have like that, kind of yin and yang of knowing 30% profit margin is good enough for me to deem that this is a good product. If you come across a product on the profitability calculator and it's less than 10%, I suggest it's not really worth your time. I suggest to go back to the drawing board and look at these products. So I hope that this is helpful. If you have any questions, comment down below. I also have a free product research course that you can get access to down in the comments. And if you like this video, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.